Hello, welcome to Avio's Journey. My name is Anthony, and today we're going to be talking about when when the right time is for you to double down on your voiceover website and what to do to grow that website. All right, I'm excited about this episode and talking to you. This topic is near and dear to my heart because I love websites, growing websites, building websites, and utilizing them as a really effective tool to grow your voiceover business. Now, before we get started with the website talk, I think it's important. I gotta get my coffee here. I think it's important to say that depending on where you are in your voiceover journey, okay, it might be the right time to build and grow your voiceover business and double down on SEO. Voiceover website and double down on SEO, but it might not be the right time. Okay. It might be the right time to have your one page website and not the right time to build out the rest of your website. Because just remember, no one is finding a one-page website on the internet unless you run ads. You could run ads and then they would find it. But besides that, no one is going to find a one-page website. One-page websites work very well if your business model is for you to go and give people business cards, meet people in person, really reach out to people, direct market to people, and then drive them to that page. You know what I mean? Then that will work. But that's a huge uphill battle and a long-term, a year after year after year, long-term process, which is fine. That's part of that. That could be part of our marketing plan. But building a website that is going to draw people to it, and more importantly, entice them to come back over and over again, right? We have to look beyond it just being our picture, some information about our studio, and our demos. Okay, there's got to be more to your website. It's got to draw people in, whether they're going there to search for information, whether you become an authority on a certain topic, whether you're there to help people, to teach them how to do something they're trying to do in the marketing field or in the business field or in the audiobook field or in the whatever field, whether you're trying to bring community together, whatever, something that you're doing, all right, with your website that's going to draw people to your website that will learn to build a relationship with you and who will want to hire you over time. That's the goal, right? Is to bring people to your website. And because of that, this is a more advanced step in your journey. And if you're just starting in your journey, you don't need to be focusing on this. And by the way, all of these things, and I always make it sure. It's almost, I feel like a lawyer, or like a person said, where this is solely my opinion, and not the advice of a certified lawyer or something like a licensed lawyer. But again, this is all just my advice, because there'll be people out there who say you got to have a website. It's the first thing you need to do. So people out there, if you got to do XYZ, it's the first thing you need to do. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying this is my opinion. Okay. So if you are at a place where you have a steady stream of work coming in, all right, you've really hit platforms hard, whether it's pay to play, auditions, freelance websites, audiobook, whatever you're doing, you've got work coming in, and you're ready to expand your reach to higher paying clients, more personalized clients, and you want to own that information, because wonderful thing about platforms is they spend a lot of money, bring us a lot of work we wouldn't normally have access to, but because of that, they own the client's information, We are just contractors that they hire to do the work for their business. So don't ever forget that, when you're working for a website. There's nothing wrong with it, all right? But it's their client, not ours. So building our own website, we're going to build our own clients. But the reason why I like to always have a robust amount of work under my belt before I start to, or a voice actor to have that, before I start to say, okay, we're going to build something bigger, is because if you don't have that, and you just start with that, getting that work in our environment today, I can't, it's not easy. It's extremely difficult to just start with nothing and build the business that way currently in our current market. I'm not saying it didn't work a while ago, but in our current market, it's very hard because the competition is fierce. I mean, it's fierce, right? And now with AI, it's just even more competition. Think of AI as just another competitor, okay? But the competition is fierce. So that's why it's good to utilize, I'm going to say it again, OPM, OPT, other people's money, other people's time. Leverage that through these websites, start getting work, get a minimal viable product, all right? That meaning like you have something that people are buying. People are buying from you. You have demos. People are buying your services. Okay. Now it's time for us to really grow our website and start to lay down multiple pages, start to build a repeat audience through blogs, podcasts, vlogs. You can do video blogs as well. All right. But it has to be more than just, come to my website to hire me, right? There's got to be more to what you're trying to create. So meaning that, maybe, just as an example, your website can be about, how does, like you believe in elevating stories through, passionate narration, and what your website starts to focus on and what pages you build and your blog and your podcast is all talking about all the different ways through storytelling, through marketing, through creation, through collaboration, all these different topics and all these different areas, how they can help all the different people in the field, whether they're authors, whether they're writers, whether they're marketers, whether they're C-suite, corporate advisors, whatever they are, consultants, how all of these different areas will help, to have a real live storyteller behind that. And the better the storyteller, the better the message connects to the individual, which will grow their business and their relationship for that business way better. Like, do you see, like there's got to be something there. So what that does then is, as you start to build these pages, all right, that are based on these particular topics, a blog, a podcast, you start to widen your audience. People are starting to come and listen to you because they're like, oh, this person has information that could really help me. This person is saying something that I want to listen to, that I believe I should listen to, or I know someone who needs to listen to. And don't ever forget that the clients, these are people who have they need others, they need stuff. You are a cog in the wheel. I mean, like your voiceover services. So what I'm trying to say, it has to be bigger. As we're building our website, it needs to be bigger than you just doing voiceover. Okay, it's got to be more. Any website that's getting voiceover work for clients, like getting voiceover work for voice actors and so forth, if you talk to any of these people, you understand that they're building websites because they could just put up a website that's just a roster. But if they want to drive traffic, other than solely doing ads. Because remember, if you have the money to run ads, that's not a thing you should ignore. Okay? Because every single, just on a side note, Google, social media, every platform is set up for you to run ads. It's set up to make money. So you're going to, by far, no matter what you do, you will always get the most exposure on those platforms, on all of them. From Google to YouTube to Facebook to TikTok to Instagram to any of them, right? You will always get the most exposure by running ads. Most voice actors are running their own private studios, so running ads doesn't usually kind of come into their mindset because of the cost. Okay, so if we're not going to run ads, then we have to come up in search results. And to come up in search results for free, we've got to build content that people are searching for. Okay, and we have to be aware that companies, the Voices and the Voice 123s and the Fivers and the Upworks and the Vocans, these companies, all right, and all the other companies are running tons and tons of ads. So that means that you're competing against ads when people are particularly searching for voiceovers, like hire voice actor, right? Or these things, right? So when we create content, we've got to think about, we need to create higher level content that people are going to come and want to come to our website. All right. And people are consuming content in all sorts of ways, through video, through podcasting. People still do blogs. It's still a huge thing. I mean, you get information. I'll read blogs every day. I mean, it's a part of the way we get information. And then how you build different pages in your websites, like your services. Like if you offer, every service on your web, like every service you offer, meaning every voiceover genre you're in, should have its own website with details about how you approach that particular genre, work that you've done, your beliefs on it, cool information to note about that particular genre. Where else could you go to get more information if you were a producer in that genre? Like, do you see what I mean? Like, the pages, they've got to be more than just hire me. All right, because if that's the case, then why would they ever come to your website and not go to another website where they can have access to 20,000 voice actors? All right, so just keep that in the back of your head. But as we're coming to a close here, because I could talk forever about this, but I need to force myself to stop. The reason why I said in the beginning that if you're just beginning, do not focus on this, is because you can see the amount of work that this takes, right? If you don't have already an established work of coming into you, and you don't have a portfolio, you don't have a thing, one professional demo and a headshot on a website is going to do nothing for you. It's not going to do anything for you yet. Do you understand? I'm a big 80-20, 28, 80-20 type of person. Focus 80% of your efforts on getting work, low-hanging fruit, auditioning, all right? Auditioning, free platforms to be on that's driving traffic to your offering with on those platforms. 20% of your effort can go on the back end of slowly building out those things. And as you grow that 80% and get more work, and you're able to raise your prices more and establish yourself and have a portfolio and build all that, then we're ready to really raise the other parts of your business. This is the other people, and again, it's my opinion. There's many different ways. You could do it the other way. You could start with your website and build it all from, and work, to go that. You could, absolutely. That's just not how I teach it. Okay. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I know it's a heavy topic, but I think it's an important topic. And again, I love websites and driving traffic to what I'm doing on my online store and my websites and getting work. There's nothing that feels better than getting a form submission. They want to do a voiceover with you through your website from your efforts of doing it. But again, it takes time and effort, and you have to build authority. And that's why you want to be in a certain level, I think, in your voiceover business before you're doing that, because that is hard. It takes time. All right. And a lot of work, and you need to show people, hey, look at everything. It's the chicken and the egg, like I talked about yesterday. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be doing so much more of this, especially in our intermediate level classes on Avio's Journey Elite Academy. If you're interested in that, check out the link below. We'd love to have you. And, we're offering 50% off first month, and we've got some even some more amazing things going on there. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Check it out. You have a wonderful Thursday. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.